Hi guys, you're looking at my plant. In case you're trying to figure out what that is. I have had the most wonderful past few days, I tell you, of thinking and thinking and thinking and rethinking about the past. And I've been running into a lot of women who disapprove or have question, I'll say nicely, about how they were raised by mothers. So of course that got me to thinking about mine and whatnot. Anyway, a lot of people feel that, we don't choose our family, but we can choose our friends. But if you're on this channel and you've seen some of my, 2,000 videos by now, you would know that I feel that I choose everything. I choose my name. I choose to be, a large brown-skinned woman that would grow up and heal and do readings and teach young ones how to use their gifts. Well, teach people how to use their gifts. And in knowing that, I know I have the option of choice. That's the most important thing in the whole world, in the whole physical world. Spirit world, of course, too, but you're already in physical form, so we'll just discuss that. So, I'm thinking, at how old was I? 27. I moved to San Jose, California when I was 23, and I had a rude awakening that my sister was not the person that I thought she was growing up. And I realized none of my sisters were the person that I thought they were growing up. And all this time, I'm me and my mother, we were like Siamese twins all my life. So I figured everything she said was right. And I'm not here to put down my mother in this video. I'm here to say that we all have choice. Okay? At a later stage in life, I realized my mother was not who she said she was. So I had to adjust and get over it, because I'm not going to be, 51 still complaining about it. Okay? It is what it is. That happened when I was around 47 years old. And it's interesting when you look back on life. The one time all my sisters had the same thing to say was when I asked them about particular situations about my mother. So anywho, I confronted her, and I got some one-on-one counseling about that to get over it, because you gotta just get over it. I'm too big. I don't need extra stuff to be carrying around with me. So I did, and in that process, I'm meeting more and more and more women. I haven't had any men really that talk about their mother not raising. Oh, there's one that talk about his mom not raising him to what he feels could have been better. I'll put it that way, because I know I can't keep hanging on to that, because my mom did what she thought was best at the time. Just like you do what you thought was best at the time. Okay, that's all any of us pretty much do. And then you grow up, and you should, I'm a should on you, okay? Sit down. Be able to instantly reconsider what is about to come out of your mouth and say, okay, that might not be the best thing for me to say, or something to that effect, okay? We have the ability to think before we speak as we get older, okay? Some of us need to practice that a little bit more than others. Because even though I'm, bold, blunt, aggressive, overbearing, whatever you want to call me, I still have consideration enough to think before I say something, generally, to hurt your feelings. Okay? Anyway, that's a different topic we'll discuss after this. So, in meeting more and more women that feel they should have, their mother should have, could have, So I'm looking at myself and I'm like, okay, Tasha, well, what are you going to do? It didn't turn out that way. So what are you going to do? There's only one thing I choose to do, and that's just to love me, fix me, and let it go. I can't fix her. She thought she did what was right at the time. How can I complain about that? I broke it down to her, and I'm like, this is how I feel about that. Is that true? Is that true? I don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about it? Okay, that's fine. I can let it go. Let it go. Okay? Now, I'm bringing this up because of a new friend I recently met, and she was discussing some things, so I brought up some things and, get it more out off my chest, I guess I could say. But she helped me realize different things than I thought I originally knew. Okay, let that marinate. Okay, so now I'm thinking, okay, well, she said this, and that could pertain to A, B, or C. Oh, okay. So I further understand Tasha better. Now I can really let it go, because what are you going to do hanging on to all that crap all your life? You going to be big as me with worry and stress and fear and doubt? No. You got to get on with life. You got to have a great life. Let it go. Your kids are going to grow up saying, well, Mom, why didn't you do this? So let it go. And you're going to, what do you mean? I'm the best mother in the world. No, you're not. You did what you thought was right at the time. Okay? Which works well until you're talking about friendships. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So I knew at 27 I could choose. So I opted to mentally divorce my family, as it were, for lack of better wording. So I went to Craigslist and I got a new family. They love me, support me, and one of them we still talk to today. The other one, I don't talk to her as much because I don't believe in the same path that she's taking. I'll put it that way. So I still talk to Eddie. That's my brother. We were both born on the same day, 5 years apart. We think alike, act alike, talk alike, and it's wonderful. But having started my YouTube channel 6 years ago, it has gotten wonderfuler and wonderfuler and wonderfuler. And sure, there's lots of not as good people out there. I'm not going to say they're bad. They're just here to teach me how not to be. So in the process of meeting more and more and more people and having people close to you, excuse me, I'm not saying you have to talk every day, because you don't have to talk every day just to be close to somebody or to be friends with somebody. You do not have to talk and divulge all your information just to be a friend, okay? And then came Facebook, and I had a Facebook account, but I didn't really like Facebook at all. And I thought, well, that's kind of silly. I should, be marketing and stuff on Facebook. So I started marketing, had great sales, and yada, yada, yada. And then you develop friendships with other people. So the people that knew me from YouTube, moved over to Facebook. And because of them, I met their friends and their friends and their friends and their friends. And by the way, Mark Zuckerberg, that is a really stupid rule. If you intended for people to meet each other, college or not, it's in the world now. You shouldn't have a 3,000 whatever person limit. Just saying, Anyway, so now I have a altogether 3 new families. I'll put it that way. Okay, so one I talk to early in the morning and throughout the day. The other one I talk to, the other 3 people I talk to in the afternoon, and then there's 2 or 3 people I talk to from 2 in the morning to 3 in the morning. So, and it's wonderful. And for those of you who feel, oh, I can't choose a new family, you're wrong, because you know what? My siblings did not necessarily only come from my mother's womb. Yeah, think about that again. Okay, here we go. Hang on, just breathe. Here we go. I'm about to say it again. Hang on. My family did not only come from my mother's womb. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Have a sip of tea or something. So now my new families love me, support me, reprimand me, guide me. You know, it is not all a bed of roses. It isn't. That's just not the real world. And, you know, going back to that friendship thing, a family does not expect you to do whatever they want you to do when they want you to do it. So, you know, example, I have a tendency of thinking, well, why didn't she say it like this? Or why didn't she say it like that? But I don't say that out loud. I don't say that to you. You know, my family doesn't say that necessarily to me. They just guide me gently and wonderfully, you know, like a duck on the water. They just glide me through life, okay? They don't sit around saying, well, if you were a friend, Tosh, you would just say it this way, or you would do it this way. A friend and family, I do not feel, judge you. To me, that's being judgmental. And I know I am very judgmental, but I keep that to myself. I don't tell you, you should say it this way, or you should do it this way, or why didn't you just, no, I'm not here to should on you in that way. If you ask for my advice, then I'll shit on you. Okay, sometimes I do shit on you, but that's when it comes to something specific, like those who are trying to learn how to use their gifts, okay? Or something like that. Anyway, you know, but as your family member, as your friend, don't should on me. I am not here to hear you say, well, if you don't do it how I want you to do it, you're not being a friend. You're not being a sister. Fuck you. So, you know, that's not necessarily what life is all about to me. Not at all. I'm going to let you be yourself, and in the back of my head, I'm going to be thinking, why didn't she put the green one on first? And then, you know, but I'm not going to say it out loud. Those are thoughts you keep in your head. You don't go around, why? Why didn't you do it that way? Why didn't you do it how I wanted you to do it? Well, you're not much of a friend if you don't do it this way. That's fucking stupid. Just so you know. Okay? I don't want anybody doing that to me. Ever. And thank God my real family doesn't do that to me. You know? Even, you know, okay, we'll take a good example. Good example. Angie, don't get mad at me. Angie, she's a strong, I mean, Angie is another, you know, Pam Grier in real life, though. I don't know Pam Grier, never met her. I'm just saying, according to her movies, the things that she has acted in tend to be kind of helpful, militant characters. She's a strong woman. She goes, she kicks the bad guy's ass, and she comes back home, cooks dinner, and by 5:30, husband walks through the door, and dinner's on the table. He never knew nothing. Okay, see, that's Angie. She can go kick ass all fucking day long, put you in your place, you know, reorganize, oh shoot, what do you call it, militias, and, you know, stuff like that. She come home, cook dinner. Okay, come on, Tyler, sit down, let's have something. Now, let's talk about this. Now, you said 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm just asking, little sis, you know, I'm just asking. Have you considered, you know, 2, 4, 3, 1? What about that? What, you know? I'm gonna go get the gravy off the pot, out of the pot. You think about that, okay? I'll be back. And she comes back with the gravy. We put her on mashed potatoes. We get our meatloaf, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. Have a good time. And oh, you know, maybe, you know what, Angie? Maybe I should do 1, 4, 3, 2. Cool, you know, that might work too. Let's write it out. Let's write, you know, Angie, don't be saying, yeah, you know, I'm slightly frustrated, okay? Just do it this way, because, you know, I said so. Or just do it this way, because I think it's best. A friend doesn't do that to you. And for all you young ones listening to this, and somebody tells you what you should be doing all the time, their way, how they think it should be done, leave them. That's not very nice. That's not respectful. That's not loving. That's not a friend. Okay? Just do it my way. And I'm saying this too because I realize I do this to some people. Okay? I'm just put it out there. Of course I do. We see in others what we see in ourselves. And I know there's one person that does that to me a lot. I love her anyway because I know maybe she just needs to take her medicine that day or something. I don't know. I put up with you. It's all good. God didn't put me here to be right all the time. or wrong all the time. You know, I'll do it your way sometimes. It's as a suggestion, not, well, if you don't do it my way, I need to rethink things. I don't want to play the game your way, Tasha. I want you to play the game my way. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Don't need you as a friend. When you come at me like that, ooh, baby. Ooh, yeah, I had to calm down. I was going to make this video yesterday, and I said, no, because other than that, I'd be like mother, sister. I'd be like Angie, goddamn fucking half-breed bitches and hoes. And oh, my gosh. Oh, how funny. And, you know, we all express ourselves however we do. It's just up to you to put up with me as long as you can. Just like I'm putting up with you. Do you think I like repeating myself? Let me answer that for you. Hell no. I highly despise repeating myself. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to make you repeat yourself. You know, God made that little scroll thing in conversations for you to go up and reread the question, answer, phrase, whatever on your own. So you know what I do? Since I know I type backwards sometimes. I'm 50 years old and I try to stop doing that as best as I can. Okay? However, if it's not a contract and it's not one of the books I write, it is not that big a deal. Get a grip and get over it. Okay? You knew what I meant when I typed T-H-A-T. T-A-H-T. See? You thought I had it wrong the first time, huh? Yeah. But you know what? It's all good. Because at least I put the letters there. I didn't leave like the whole word out like some people do. Okay? So, you know, I'm here putting up with your shit. Put up with mine. What did you mean, Tosh? You said T-A-H-T. What is that? That's it, that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got it now. Okay, go ahead. You know, I would never, ever, ever come to Angie, Fifi, anybody and say, why did you do it that way? Why can't you just answer me more than one word? Why can't you just do it this way, how I want you to do it? Really? I'm 50 years old. Do I need somebody telling me just do it my way? No, I don't. Okay? So I'm going to love you for you. I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to be Angie. I'm not trying to be Fifi. I'm not trying to be Anna. I'm not trying to be anybody but Tasha. And if you want to be Tasha, you can be Tasha, and I will let you go. Because I don't need people in my life saying, do it this way. Now, don't get me wrong. If you see a pole shooting up out of the street, you be like, Tasha, move the fuck out the way now. Okay? And I'm not going to ask you why. I'm going to move. Not going to ask. Why? Why you need me to go around the corner? Why you need me to duck? Well, you're already dead because the bullet hit you in the brains, okay? You sitting asking why? Like a 2-year-old. Why? Why'd you do that? Why can't you do this? Why can't you just say it like this? That's not loving. That's not a family. That's not a friend who wants to change you and however you are. Okay? When I need changing, you know, I can't even think of a worst case scenario because nobody does that to me but one person. So you just gloss over it. You know, you just gloss over it. I'm going to let you be you, and however you're you, you know, God put me here just to accept you and love you anyway, no matter how crazy you sound. I can do that now. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking, why the hell should I have to change for you? Why do you need me to change for you? Do you expect do you treat other people like this or just me? Really, that's what I'm thinking. Why would I want to keep a person in my life who's constantly wanting me to change for you? I don't. I wouldn't. So what I hear you saying then is, Tasha, you're really nice as long as you do what I say. That's not love. That's not a friend. That's not a sister. That's pretty much an enemy. But I don't believe in enemies either, so that would make me a hypocrite. That's just being a really good teacher, to teach me things that I need to know about you and things that I need to know about myself. Thus, I keep it in my head. I don't go around saying, why didn't you do it that way out loud? Or why have you did this? Or you need to brush your teeth. Or, you funky, put some deodorant. I don't say things like that out loud. I don't have the explicit desire to go around hurting people's feelings till you piss me off. But I do understand that God puts everyone here for a reason, and I know my reason is to be more patient, and I can accept that until you tell me, why can't you just do it my way? You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. I don't need friends like that, and that's not being a good sister, So next time, I'm going to do better homework. You do better homework. We can all do better homework with each other, being human. And just accept each other for however we are. There's always a nice way to put anything. Like I always say, there's a nice way to put something negative when you don't want it. Because where the mind goes, the behind travels. So instead of saying, oh, I'm sick, and no, my body's in the process of healing. Okay, so towards my situation, my new situation, I realize this person is in my life for a divine purpose of teaching me how not to be. You don't say nasty things out loud. You keep it in your head. You come home and you talk about it with your best friend or something, or something. You don't tell people not nice things. That's just mean, thoughtless, rude, crude, disrespectful. That's just being... I'm not going to say that. So, if you want a new family, you change your family. The people that came from your mother's womb, they could be friends. They could be whatever, however you want to categorize them. But just because they came from your mother's womb does not make them family. If my spirit is the same as your spirit, then we're all even, we're all equal, we're all the same. Okay? Choice is all that matters. Choice. I choose who and who is not going to be in my life. I am not going to sit around letting some idiot hurt my feelings every day by saying, do it my way, or you're not a friend. Well, you're not being a friend, so bye. I can love you enough to let you go. Why? Who wants to come to that every single day? Do you do that to your kids? Do you tell that to your kids? If you don't do it this way, then you're not a very good son. I doubt it. I'm thinking you probably just do that to me. No, I think you do it to other people too, but they don't say anything. But I'm not going to not say anything because, I've been wearing my big girl panties for many a year. Why should I keep silent? You're grown, I'm grown. Don't say that to me. That's totally disrespectful. Because you didn't get it however you wanted, like a little baby. Oh, Tasha, you can't play with my toys because you didn't do it how I wanted you to do it. You see, boys and girls, don't be a person like that. Let everybody have the freedom to be who they are. That's why you like them to begin with, because they are not you. And even this person, I still love them to death, even though they are not me, and they're getting on my nerves. I'm gonna love you through it. God made me big for a reason. How big are you? So, that's not loving, that's not kind. And fortunately, I try to be kind and loving no matter how badly you're getting on my last nerve. Anybody. When I do readings for people, they get on my nerves. I did a really good reading for this girl last night. We ended up talking until, Lord, 2 and 3 in the morning or something. I don't know. Because you lose track of time when you're having a good time. And it is so wonderful because we have actually a lot in common. Anyway, I'm not going to, tell people, oh, just do it this way. And this is the only way to do, readings, or this is the only way to do anything. That's not my purpose for being. My purpose for being is to remind you that you can do it. However you choose to do it, you are capable of doing it. Okay? And then we can sit down and discuss, well, okay, this week, let's try it this way. Okay, did you feel good about that? Okay, well, let's try something else. Maybe you'll feel better, this way. And let's try it this way. And just lightly suggest, not, why can't you just do it this way? Just do it my way. No. That's not even a real life. That's not even real. That's not functional. That's nothing but being a judgmental witch, So let's all just practice loving each other more and accepting each other for how and who and what we are. Whatever you claim yourself to be, I'm going to take you as that. You said you were a friend, and now you're proving you're not. So I can take you as that, and I can leave you alone. You learn. The good thing about growing older is you learn quicker. Some of us choose to learn quicker. Some of us stay stuck on, if you're not going to play the game my way, then don't play with my toys. But that's okay. They can. They have the right to do anything they want to do in their house. In my house, I'm going to do it my way. Oh yeah, I'm grown. Even in your house, I'm going to do it my way. You can't tell me what words to say. So boys and girls, if somebody out there is, bullying you and telling you have to do it this way, you go sit yourself in a corner and say, well, I did it this way and that didn't work, so maybe I should change. Excuse me, maybe I should consider doing it this way. Let me try it that way and see if that works, okay? But changing people, what they say, how they think, how they say it, no. You just got to roll with the punches and accept me or not. You came into my life. When you leave, God will bring me someone else. That's it. That's all there is to it. So are you choosing to be with different people? Because let's face it, if your brother believes in, I don't know, let's say something really stupid, killing kittens, really? I'm not saying, to kill him or nothing. I'm just saying, the guy next door seemed like a really good friend. Make him a brother. He's logical. He's got a job. He's going to college. He's going someplace. That would be a good friend to have, don't you? A friend, brother, cousin, however you want to place them in your mind. But we're not limited. We really aren't limited to just the family. Oh, I have, this kid, and I have to only do what they want me to do. Or I have my mom, and I have my, stepfather, whatever, and I have to do what they need me to do. No, you need to do what you need to do. Just like I was telling somebody recently, once again, when you're in the airplane and it's going down, put your own mask on first. Then you put the baby's mask on. And your husband's freaked out, then you put his mask on, Or whatever. I'm not downing men. I'm just saying, put the mask on yourself first so you could breathe and think. And then you help the next person, and the next person, and the next person. But if you're fucked up in the head already, shut up and sit in your chair and play solitaire on the computer. There you go. I don't know about you, but I choose to have a good, happy, prosperous life with people that love me. Sorry, the fan is on. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's on. Sorry, I forget to turn it off for the videos. I choose happiness. I choose to be around people that love and support me in a kind way. Because, it doesn't matter how mad you are at me, that you can always choose words that show concern without bullying. Maybe that's really how I feel. Maybe I just feel bullied by a certain person. I'm not even going to speak the name. Don't bullies do that? Yeah, bullies want you to do whatever they want you to do, how they want you to do it. Or you get beat up. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me. I just got beat up. Because I did what I felt I believed in. And another person could not accept that. They wanted me to do it their way. And I'm like, you got jokes. It ain't gonna happen. All this big old body is not moving in this case, okay? It's not budging. It's not budging an inch. So you could just take that someplace else, you know? So I still love them. I still, accept them as an associate and keep on keeping on. And you're in an associate's place in my mind, which means now my trust level has started from 0 again, and you have to rebuild trust all over again. With family members that just let it slide and keep on rolling, there's nothing really to rebuild. You just keep going because the trust is already there. But when you take time and say, oh, well, Tasha, just do it my way. Why can't you just do it my way? Because your way is no longer important to my life. That's why. End of discussion. But why? I don't have the need to just keep going on and on and on and on and on. I'm not 7 anymore. So consider. I'm not telling you what to do or not to do. I'm saying just consider something different. Have you ever considered putting bananas on your peanut butter sandwich? Some people like it. I used to. I don't like it no more. So I don't do that. But I do like honey. Instead of jelly, I use honey and peanut butter sandwich. You know what I mean? And I love me some honey. It has really good healing properties. Did you know that? Yeah. So let's just try. I'm going to try harder. You try harder with me, okay? To look at things differently than we have in the past. Mind you, the past was just 30 seconds ago, okay? A second ago. A split second ago. You know what I mean. Because it's really funny and it's really all good. And I know it. So that's why I was really happy with myself that I didn't just brew on that. And I didn't have nightmares over that. It's just how you think. And you could think however you want to think. I'm still going to love you. A KKK or a person that, I don't know, hates fat black people, you can think whatever you want to think. I'm still going to like you, My dad, God, goddess, whatever you want to call it, source, would want me to do that. And whatever you believe in, I don't give a shit. I'm still going to be nice to you. I'm still going to like you. I am. I really am. And I got to tell you, 20 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. I would not have said that. I'm not even going to lie. Okay? I wouldn't have said that. I'd have been like, bitch, you better get the I would have gone Angie on you. And maybe that's why Angie is nice and slender and I'm not. I hang on to it for a minute. Yeah, Angie just gets it right out there, okay? And once or twice I have. Oh, wow. Anyway, so I am going to be more accepting, and you might want to be more accepting of people and however they are. And let them be them, and you can be you. And you mind your own business. Just because somebody doesn't want to answer a question, however you think they should, and they would want to mind their own business too, just let it go. See, now that I made this video, I could just let it go. So in love, that is the tempo. Who sings that song? Anyway, life is so good. Life is too good to be stressing over however somebody thinks you should be. You need to be. You need to change. I'm beautiful. Why would I need to change just because you think I should be different? Now, don't get me wrong. If your husband says, honey, try putting, the top on the ketchup bottle because, that was like a big bottle and we're just wasting money, or, whatever, something like that, if it's going to affect your finances or something. And that's your husband, your girlfriend, close friend, sister, whatever. I mean, yeah, that's kind of different. But again, even in that case, honey, get your own ketchup. I don't like putting the top back on my ketchup. Or I like my ketchup in the refrigerator. Well, honey, I like my ketchup warm, so I leave it out. But don't leave it out because you get the water on top, and it's just water. Leave it out. Oh, wow, it reminds me of my brother and sister-in-law. She likes stuff warm, and he puts everything in the refrigerator. He puts everything away right away. You know, she'll leave that paper on the counter for a week or whatever. It's just a paper on the counter. Why can't you just leave it there? I mean, after 25 years, you think you both would have adjusted to how the other one is. In saying, I'm giving. You know, she has a drawer for paperwork. Leave her shit in a drawer where she knows it's going to be. Don't go move it to another drawer and then you can't find, you know, the little mortgage payment booklet thing because you moved it to where you thought it should be. But she's done the bookkeeping, you know, for the whole 20 years of the marriage, and now you up and moved it and can't find it. Oh, they are such a hoot, I tell you. They are so funny together. They're like Ricky and Lucy. It's so funny. Anyway, you know, I'm going to accept you how you are. Accept me how I am, please. Don't try to change me. You know, you can't chew the whole elephant at one time. You have to bite it in little pieces or get a bigger mouth or something. So instead of doing that, leave me, let me be Tasha. I'm going to love you how you are, and until you really piss me off, you guys, then you'll have to start all over from scratch. But I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to, you know, talk to you. I'm not carrying no beef forever. That's not good for the body, mind, soul either. But you have moved down back to notch number 1 as far as trust goes. Because if we've been talking for years, okay, 6 months, to the point to where, you know, there's no walls of trust. You know, all your guards are down is what I'm trying to say. And then now, you're acting crazy and the wall goes back up. I feel I can no longer trust you with anything I say. So that's just being human. I realize I should not do that, but I do, and I feel in this particular case it is just. So, you know, I spent the better part of this morning before I made this video figuring that out for myself. You know, what am I going to do? How am I going to, where am I going to put this in my head, my mind, my body? You know, I'm going to toss it out. You just have to start all over again from scratch. I no longer trust you like I thought I could. You know, boys and girls, and you weigh the pros and cons. Well, if I go on trusting them, are they going to do it again? But this person has already done this many times, and I just glossed over it. So they have to start from scratch all over again. I don't trust you. I will work on that. That's all I can say. I will work on that because I know, you know, God Goddess wouldn't want me just sitting here holding a grudge or whatever you think it is. I just opt not to trust you anymore. You know, I opt to go find another sister, brother, cousin, friend, loved one, whatever. It's just choice. You know, it's just a choice. I choose to do better, be better, have more. I'm not saying you give me more. I'm saying I choose to have more common sense. I choose to treat people with kindness and not act like a 2-year-old. But why? Why? Why would I do that to you in public? That just proves to me that you really are crazy and you haven't taken your meds for the day. But I can love you through it. I can. So in the process of rebuilding, I forgive myself. I forgive that person. And I just move on. End of discussion. But we all still have choice. You can choose to stay, you can choose to go. Whatever you choose, I'm still going to love you through it. You know? That's it. Choice. I choose to choose. I choose to use the common sense God gave me. And hopefully I'm choosing to use it better. Okay? When we're young, we do things one way. You get older, you do things totally different. And even though you say, I'm not going to act like my mother, you tend to act like your mother. You do. You do. We look like our parents, we act like our parents. It's just, I don't know what it is. But you know, it really isn't that bad of a thing when you come to think of it and realize, you know, mama did it this way and you said, I'm never going to do it that way, but you end up doing it anyway. So what? Just love yourself. She did the best she could. You did the best you could for your kids. And your kids are going to grow up and say, well, Mom, why didn't you do it this way? And you're going to be like, but I tried not to be my mother. You are your mother. In the sense that your kids are going to still say, why didn't you let us have candy? But I did let you have candy after you ate dinner. Well, why do we have to eat dinner? Didn't your mom make you eat dinner first and then have dessert? Why can't we have dessert first sometimes? Why can't you have dessert first sometimes? I mean, I'm not saying I would do it every single night to Amani if she were in physical form. But, you know, once a week ain't going to kill nobody. What's the big deal? Food is food. Food doesn't have a time or place. You eat it when you're hungry. You know? You eat it. And whenever you have a craving for that or want that desire or have a desire for that particular thing. It's just a thing. Just like many things we humans complain about. You know, oh, I need a better car. I want a fancy car. It's just a car. Sorry, I've never been much of a car person. I'm a truck gal. In any case, it's just a truck. It doesn't matter to me if it's a 1962 Ford or if it's a 2012 Lariat. For those of you who may not know, that's, you know, an F-150 extended king cab, fully loaded. Yep, that's the truck I want. Excuse me. So we all want what we want, and we all try to get it as best we can. But there's a difference in trying to get something and keeping up with the Joneses and just being greedy. Oh, I have to have that because, you know, then those girls will like me. No, the girls are going to like you because you're a good person. Women will want to have sex with you because you're a kind man. You opened the door. You took her to a decent place for dinner. You held out her chair. You know, and by the same token, women, you're considerate to men. We all know men, the first thing men want to hear is how sexy they are. Doesn't mean you have to have sex with them. Just tell them how sexy they are. You know, we're all give and take, give and take, give and take. Everything in life. But we go to work, we get trapped into, oh, I gotta have this, oh, I gotta have a bigger house. Well, Tasha has a, you know, a mansion, so I gotta get a bigger mansion than hers. No. You sit down with your new family and say, okay, you know, Angie, what do you think about da-da-da? Well, Deborah, I tried it your way and that didn't work. So do you have any new suggestions for me on how to do XYZ? Oh, okay, I'll try that. Excuse me. You know, just stay open. Go outside the box. Kick the box. Burn the box. Outside the box. Okay? No set rules. I mean, you know, outside of work, you know. Let's not be crazy now. And if you still live in your mom and dad's house, of course, let's not be crazy. You do what mom and dad say you do until you get your own place. So, obviously, I'm speaking on if you get your own place, then you can eat dessert first. You can eat candy all day long if you want to. You know? And it ain't going to affect nobody but you. Which, of course, is exactly what I did. See? Don't be like Tasha. That's why I'm fat. Okay, no, that's not why I'm fat. I'm fat because I don't like to exercise. Excuse me. Anyway, just be good to yourself, okay? Just be good to yourself. If you don't know what that is, write me. tashaspeaks@gmail.com. We'll discuss it. And in the process of being good to yourself, you're going to be kind to others. And you're not going to say not kind things. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's the crazy lady on the street telling you that the moon is made of green cheese. You just say, okay, that's nice, thank you. Not, oh, that's crazy. Why do you say it like this? Say it like this. There's no such thing as a moon made of green cheese. Well, so what? She thinks there is, so let her think that. What do you care? What do you care? It's none of your business. Just let people be themselves. However that is, unless they're killing somebody, hurting animals and children. That's different. Then I would hurt somebody. Yeah, I'd put somebody in the hospital. I ain't killing nobody. But for hunting animals and children, I will hurt you. Quickly. But let's all just remember choice. Choice, choice, choice. Choice is such a beautiful word. Choice, choice, choice. I can choose. I can choose meatloaf and mashed potatoes, or I can choose a veggie smoothie, or I can choose just an Oreo ice cream, Oreo cookie ice cream, you know, or. And then, you know, there's you know, you could choose to have balance. You could choose to have balance. Okay, well, if I have the Oreo cookie shake, then I'll have, I know, I'll throw some spinach in my Oreo cookie shake and just be good to myself all the way around. Okay, no Oreo cookie shake, I'll just make me a veggie smoothie and put my sherbet in there, and then it'll be like eating dessert. Yeah, you know, that's what I do, right? Just mix it all up. You go, ew, it's not ew, it just tastes like ice cream to me. All those veggies and fruits and all mixed up together with some ice cream, it just tastes like a big old slushy ice cream. But we have choice. And if you don't choose to do better, why would people want to associate with you? You know? If you're just going to be sitting around pointing fingers, why, you know, you got one pointing out and you got 3 more pointing in towards you. So, let's open our mind. I'll accept you for how you are. I'll continue getting new, more, bigger family members. You know? So, have a great day. Love yourself. Excuse me. Go do loving things for other people and love them for who they are, not you. They are not you. You are not they. Love them for who they are and what good excuse me, they bring to your life. You say, Tasha's no good, she just did it. No, there's some good. There's some good in everything. There is some good in everything. Okay, let's face it, not being a homicidal maniac, but we don't know what that spiritual contract was for the person that got shot or killed or whatever, because I can't be a hypocrite and say spiritualism worked for me one day but not the next. So don't write to me about that. But I do know that it's possible to love a person for the good that they do bring into your life. Just focus on that. That's all I can focus on now. Because what good does it do to sit here and beat myself up over something that happened yesterday? I make a video about it. I talk about it. It's out. I'm better. It's done. Over. Next time, I'll try it a different way. In a different way. You know? Choice. But I choose not to be stupid. I hope I don't. If you see me do that, you let me know. Because I say that because sometimes people ask you things, and that's why you make a video, right? Well, Tasha, before you said da-da-da-da. Well, Angie, before you said da-da-da-da. So why did you say that? Have you thought about, you know? And then you make another video. So it's not necessary, in video form, it's not necessarily the same. But when you see me face to face, I try really hard not to repeat myself. And I try really hard not to make you repeat yourself. Okay, I don't ask of you the things that I'm not willing to do myself. So I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna make me some breakfast. Have a great day. Do another reading. Put 3 necklaces together, and love myself. Have a beautiful, glorious day. Glorious day. Bliss-filled day. Okay. Okay, check it out. Even if you're at work watching this right now on your cell phone, even that boss has something good to teach you. Yes, he or she does. You know why I say that? Because all my life, I'm 50, I've been working since I was 16. And most of the time, I've always had very controlling bosses. So as you grow up, you realize, am I that way? Because we only see in others what we see in ourselves. Yeah, I am that way. So I stopped being that. I stopped being that. Okay? I love me more. I know I do it. I stopped it. I love me more now. You know? Choice. We all have choice. Okay, so you choose to make some good decisions for yourself. I am going to get off of this video and go spend some time with my beautiful sisters, Angie and Fifi, and text my other sisters, Anna and Tara, and everybody, and just say, hey, I love you. I do that from time to time. But Facebook, people say, oh, Tasha, you can't possibly talk to all, 539 people. Sure I do. Once a day, I just go say hi, have a good day, to somebody that I haven't talked to yet. And eventually, throughout the whole month, I get to almost everybody. But most of the people, I come through my feed, So I at least like something. So, Tasha is thinking about you because she likes something. Okay? I don't use that to excess. Just want you to know I'm thinking about you. I saw this. I saw your post. I'm thinking about you. Because I don't like poking people all the time. I think that's not nice. And I think I'm seeing more and more people dislike it too, so it's not just me. You could poke once a day, maybe once every other day be cool. But poke and you poke right back. I saw you. I hugged you already. Okay? Hug somebody else today. And come back to me tomorrow. I know I'm not shitting on you. It was merely a suggestion. Anyway, go be you. I'm going to go be me. Love me. Do something good for me since it's too hot to go outside. Got to wait for the sun to go down to do my outside chores. I love you. I love you. Did you hear me? I love you. Just the way you are. Go love yourself. Have a great day. Bye.